What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the wrestling world? I am B-Train from those Missouri guys, and I'm here today to report on the rumor mill that, well, even though I don't really care about this one, John Lauranitus is rumored about coming back to World Wrestling Entertainment. And
yeah, God! Yes! Yes! Ow! Yes! Ow! Ow!
you know, that clip's kind of getting tiresome, but it does kind of add flavor to this segment because, let's face it, John Lauranitus coming back to World Wrestling Entertainment won't really inject anything at all. And the fact that he was even on the rumor mill is a joke. I'm sorry, shouldn't we be paying attention to the shotgun edition of Monday Night Raw? And by shotgun I mean the show was so rapid I blinked my eyes to look at a book, and I look up and the show's already done. And I'm telling you, I don't understand why on every single other Jim Ross appreciation night, I don't even think they even had one, but every time they tried to honor JR in his hometown, he got humiliated, even by his own best friend, Stone Cold Steve Austin. But no, let's face it, I wasn't going to go over the whole Laurinaitus situation because he really didn't have much impact on the show other than being a full-fledged heel and pissing every fan off. He didn't really do much for the ratings. He just made everybody upset who was a wrestling fan and watched it. To have a guy go from The Office straight into the business of, going into the ring and getting your ass kicked, that's all fine and dandy for a while, but let's face it, there was no continuity in the storyline. Things still didn't make sense. And if you bring him back, Vince, that tells me, and a lot of other true wrestling fans that watch your programming, that you really don't give a damn about what's going on. You just think, or you think you know what's good for business because, well, let's face it, I know you're not the only one behind these decision makings. Oh, speaking of rumor mill, MVP was cited on another site called WrestleScoop saying that he's possibly thinking about making his return to WWE. The only problem with that is, have you seen his YouTube channel? There's basically discussions about what happened between him and the company in the past and things that are happening now. And honestly, I don't know what would possess somebody to come back, because I mean, it couldn't hurt to have one of the old flavors back, because let's face it, out of all that has been brought to the WWE right now, it's just bland, it's just repeats. And last night, if that's any indication, I'm not the only one that's disappointed in this product. If you don't believe me, maybe you can check out WWE.com and see Mr. McMahon's, comments, I should say, not judgment, but comments about Josh Matthews. It really isn't feeling like, there's a whole lot to do, because he's already taken the damage stock-wise. His company draws a lot of attention on pay-per-views, but he needs to draw attention again on Monday nights, which, Raw's his baby. Raw was something that Vince created back in '93 to help perpetuate, if you will, entertainment. Right now, what we're facing is, I don't know, pure and utter boredom. And another thing, speaking of Monday Night Raw, it was too quick. There was no concept behind it. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. I thought CM Punk was for sure going to attack JR, or, if JR was to be attacked, then a wrestler would come back and save him. I didn't really think Ryback coming to the ring was a good choice. It was interesting, but it still, for me, in my perspective, wasn't a good choice of scenario to happen on Monday Night Raw. What do I mean by that? If you have certain time or time frames to do things in, yes, I get that the network, oh yeah, you have to have everything done by this time frame so we can get on with other programming. It's really hard when you see that incident in the ring with CM Punk interrupting JR, and you expect CM Punk to kick JR, or JR to, punch CM Punk or something something to add flavor to the flavorless Raw. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, okay, if CM Punk got hit with the lead pipe by Cena, and there's no follow-up right after that, I'm just, can you guys tell me, anybody, Fight Nation, Sean's View, anybody, can you tell me why it just, the Tensai Ryback match, I'm stumbling on words again, guys, sorry. Can anybody tell me why that match was boring?
Oh, God! Yes! Ow! Ow! Yes! Ow! 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 Ow!
I didn't mean fake an orgasm about that crap. I meant, can anybody tell me what went wrong with the entirety of Raw?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay, despite my many unwanted interjected clip segments, I know that I may be all over the place on this crap, but my God, it's so hard to follow and keep up with. The only thing that I can venture into is the fact that, oh yeah, I can't really venture into anything because there's only one angle or one storyline, and that's CM Punk versus John Cena at Hell in a Cell, which there are rumors that Cena might not make Hell in a Cell, and if he does make it, he'll take some more time off. Are you kidding me? This is your guys' leader for this generation? Wow! You know, I'm really shocked because even though the storyline has no substance behind it, no interest, according because the ratings are really bad and it got the boss's attention, you're telling me that they have no other room for other storylines to be interesting, and the debate between Big Show and Sheamus. I'm sorry, that's when I flipped the channel and waited till it got good, and then nothing happened? The direction of Raw is completely going south. And I don't know what else to tell you guys other than the fact that it left a really bad taste in my mouth when I freaking watched it. I critique this stuff because maybe Vince is finally starting to notice, and maybe the other board members of World Wrestling Entertainment are starting to notice the dryness in the show. Attitude Era may have died, but I think Vince, and I may just be saying this on limb, he may not resurrect it, but he may consider adding some interesting new angles or storylines, ones that are easy to follow, maybe not 4 or 5 between different superstars. He may just add 1 to 3. 1 to 3 interesting storylines that might got some celebrity appearances, who knows. This show is on life support. And ladies and gentlemen, after all my ramblings, I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if I can concentrate on a full episode of Monday Night Raw. I can watch some of it when it's the main superstars like Punk, Ziggler, and Cena and all them. But I just had a hard time last night fathoming what was going on during the entire show. That's all I'm going to relay to you guys for now. I am B-Train from those Missouri guys. Good morrow, good wrestling, and hopefully, well, you know the rest. And